Hi there, welcome back to my living room. It's another attempt for me to lay down a song. So I've got some artwork in the background here. You can see. I don't know what it is. Deb left that hanging around, and it looks pretty mysterious. This is a song that I wrote around the time my dad passed away about 11 years ago, and I wrote a few songs around that time. One of the things that my dad loved was music, and he liked a lot of jazz and a lot of show tunes. And one of the songs I associate with him, I don't know if it's, I don't remember if he really sang this a lot, but the song, you gotta give a little, that's the story of, that's the glory of love. So there's a lot of songs that are written with that chord pattern, a lot of them written in the early part of the 20th century. As well, one of the things that I experienced was, which I think is typical when a relative dies, is there's a sort of an exchange or a contract that's made, I think, with the person that's dying and the various visitors, where you sort of go and make either implicit or explicit promises, that you'll always do this or keep the faith or whatever that is. So I experienced that a bit with my dad. And it's kind of interesting because you, as someone who's going to presumably keep on living for a while, you have questions about what happens when you die in that. And you're kind of almost looking for answers on one level. And, the person that's dying, is got concerns about, people that they're leaving behind. So there's that little exchange that happens. And so I tried to capture that in this song. Okay, so here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was broken, I was busted. There was no one whom I trusted. Down and out was my condition, perpetual perdition. When a man came up to me with a crazed look in his eyes, he came waltzing through the gutter. He would curse and he'd mutter, close unkempt arms dangling wild. Turned to me and he smiled. He said, "Listen, son, take a word of advice from the wise. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise above this pain and toil. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise. So stand up tall. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise above this unclean soil. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise just before you fall. I came home, I was crying. My old man, he lay there dying, struggling hard to catch his breath, moving closer to death when, like a revelation, a light shone from his eyes. He said, "Now Jack, don't you worry, we all wind up here, there's no hurry. Just be well, keep on dreaming, keep on laughing and singing. All I can say as this moment is, it's not as bad as you surmise. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise above this pain and toil. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise. So stand up tall. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise above this unclean soil. You're gonna rise. You're gonna rise just before you're gonna rise. You're gonna rise just before you're gonna rise, 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 rise. You're gonna rise just before you fall.